Guys, how is it going? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm having an awesome day. Got to do my workout today, and I'm on this kind of 3-week rotation thing, and the third week is a crazy week. This is the third week for me, and basically it's just different styles of training and some great stuff to really annihilate the muscle. So today I got to do, one of the things was doing 10 sets of 20 jump lunges. That's how the workout started. There was also 10 sets of 10 leg presses. So yeah, it was a good one. It was very sweaty, very enjoyable. So that was great. Taught a couple of classes already. Got another one to teach later. So good day, good day. Nice Monday. I'm heading off to New Orleans on Wednesday. So excited. Get to see my teammates again. I met them for the first time in person last year. And you know when you just kind of click with people? Doesn't happen to me a lot, but it happened to me with these ladies, and we had a great time. I'm so excited to go and see them in New Orleans and have some fun at this Beachbody Summit and get to work out again with Shaun T and Sagi the Body Beast. So it's going to be so much fun. I won't be doing too much on Facebook while I'm there, but I'll try to post a few things. Friday, I got a couple of new tattoos. So I got this one here. See, it says sun. And then I got this one on my wrist. Super pretty. Eric Brunning at Black Rider Tattoo is amazing. So if you guys are interested in getting a tattoo and you guys are local, let me know. I'll give you the number so you can get in touch with Eric because he's awesome. So topic for today, all about not being so hard on yourself. Because I think a lot of us tend to be hard on ourselves. I used to be really super hard on myself. I am once in a while now, but not so often. But when I was younger, I was pretty hard on myself. I was a pretty serious kid when I think back to it. And yeah, a little bit down on myself. So I thought I would talk about that today, about not being so hard on yourself. Hey, Jessie, how's it going? The sun, yeah, oh, thanks, Jessie. You are so sweet. So how to stop being so hard on yourself as I try to stop blushing here. So first one is remembering that mistakes are a part of the learning process. So if you're getting down on yourself for making mistakes, you've got to stop that because mistakes are good and it's part of the learning process. And you should actually be striving to make mistakes because that's how you learn. That's how you learn really valuable lessons. And when you learn by doing it, you really learn it. So if you've made a mistake, things didn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You can change things, you can turn them around, but take the lesson from that mistake and don't be afraid of making mistakes. If you're so afraid that you're going to make a mistake that you're not doing anything, you're not going to do anything, and that's no good. So don't be afraid of that. And like I said, you got to learn from these mistakes. And, it can be disappointing when you make a mistake and things don't turn out quite right, but it really is a great way to learn what not to do. And once you know what not to do, then you can start trying to do what will work. So don't get down on yourself for mistakes. The next one is reminding yourself that there is no right way to do anything and there is no perfect time to start something. So if you find yourself not doing something because you think you'll do it wrong, then you're wrong. There's many, many ways to do anything and everything. So maybe the way you're doing it is not the same as somebody else. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's your way, and that's how you're going to do it. The way I started my business, I'm sure a lot of people would have been like, okay, that's wrong. You're not going to do well if you do it that way, but I did it my way. I'm fine. One of the things I really hate is when I'm doing something, someone's watching me do something, and they say to me, oh, well, if I were you, I would do it this way. And it's like, well, you're not me. I'm not you. This is how I'm doing it. Leave me alone. So don't think that there's an exact right way to do something. You do it your way. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. And don't wait for the right time to do something. Because if you're going to wait for the perfect time to do something, you're going to be waiting a long time. Because that perfect time is not going to happen. If you want to do something, do it. Do it now. Start making the steps and do it. Don't say, oh, I'll do it when, I have more money. Or I'll do it when I have more time. Or I'll, whatever. Don't put it off. Just do it. There's not going to be a perfect time. There's always going to be a reason not to do it. And basically that thought of not doing it is just a fear thought. So just dismiss that and get out there and do it. Hey, Andrea, how's it going? Hi, Gary. Hey, Jordan. Next one, number 3, accept your weaknesses as part of what makes you unique. So we all have weaknesses. We're not all good at everything. Nobody is. Maybe there are a few people that are good at everything, but whatever. The majority of us, we're not good at everything. So we have weaknesses, things that we're not so great at. And instead of, getting down on those weaknesses, just accept that as part of who you are. So appreciate what your strengths are, work on those. And, if you need help with something, if you have a weakness in something, you need help with it, like I am shitty with numbers, so I need help with my accounting, then you reach out and you get some help with that. And the great thing about that, reaching out to people, is you have the opportunity to meet some pretty awesome people. So I've had really awesome people come across my path who have helped me out, and with stuff that I couldn't do myself. And there's nothing wrong with not being able to do everything. Okay, we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. If you find yourself really focusing on your weaknesses and it's getting you down, you got to put that out of your head and just focus on your strengths, because somebody's looking at something that you're doing thinking, wow, you are so awesome at doing that, and I wish I could do that. And that's your strengths. So let the thinking about your weaknesses, let that go. Just focus on the strengths. Get help with the things that you're not so strong at. Just part of what makes you who you are. The 4th one, don't get hung up on your past. So everything that happened to you in the past helps make you who you are today, but it's not your identity. It doesn't define who you are. So, you may have gone through some pretty crappy things in the past. You may have done things that you now regret, things that you're not so proud of, but that doesn't matter. That's in the past. It's, part of the things that make you who you are today, but it's not exactly who you are, if that makes sense. It's not your identity. So let your past go. Appreciate it for getting you to where you are right now, and just keep moving forward. Just keep growing as a person. And then the 5th one is to learn from criticism. So that can be tough, because usually when we get criticized, our ego steps up, gets in the way, feel a little bit hurt. But don't let it hurt you. Don't take it personally. Don't let your ego, tell you that it's a bad thing. Listen to the criticism. It's just information. It's information that you can really learn a lot from. So, it's great to hear great things about yourself, but it's also a really great thing to hear the things that aren't so great, so that you have a chance to make some changes, fix some things. And there's nothing wrong with that. My teaching, my classes that I teach, I'll use that as an example. I've always told my students, if you have any comments, any complaints, anything at all, come and talk to me. Even if it's something that's not so positive, let me know, and I'm fine with that, because that's how I learn. That's how I learn how I can make myself a better instructor, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that you know the difference between constructive criticism and criticism that's just coming from a really bad place. So constructive criticism is, something that maybe it doesn't feel really good to hear it at the time, but when you think about it, it's like, okay, yeah, I see where I can make some changes and improve there. The type of criticism that's negative is just something where, it's not really something that you need to fix or want to fix, and quite often it's coming from someone who's just in a really, really low place. And unfortunately, when people are in a really, really low place, sometimes they have that need to bring others down to help them feel better. So they're just trying to make themselves feel better. So you need to know the difference between constructive and destructive criticism. And the constructive stuff, listen to it and learn from it and make changes. It's really good stuff. You just have to learn how to not take it personally, because it usually stings a little bit at first. It's like, oh, someone's saying something negative about me. That's not good. But when you think about it a little bit longer and you think about the lesson to learn from that criticism, it's good stuff. So that's it. Just 5 tips. I need to get back to the studio to get to that last class. And yeah, that was just 5 that I had. So that's it. So if you guys have any comments or questions, hey Richard, how's it going? Hi Kirk, hi Helen. You can always leave comments below. You can also message me if you need to chat more. I'm always happy to chat. Don't be shy to reach out. I love chatting with you guys. And that's going to be it for me. So you guys have a great evening. Talk to you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi Jen. See you later.